What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Week 3 Madden 26 simulation. It is our second game of Week 3, and it is the New Orleans Saints taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks are home, Saints are on the road, and let's get this one started.
From the home of the 12s, they raised the banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here. As over the New Orleans Saints taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Jason Myers. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
To the air is Rattler. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. The first carry down. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to 1st down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a 1st down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
Play action. Now Rattler. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Rattler. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Here comes the Saints punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Here's Horton. return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. Leading them out is their 6'3" quarterback, the 3rd overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold.
And I know that last year in 2024, New York Jets fans were watching him and saying, that's the guy we thought we were going to get. But he found his groove in Minnesota, finishing the top 5 in passing yards and touchdowns last year. Now in Seattle, ready to prove that last season was no fluke.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Off of play action, Darnold. Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Straight ahead, Walker. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
And he's going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the 2nd quarter.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Now Darnold. And he gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
After the run, now Darnold to throw. And complete to Smith-Njigba. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now it's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Rattler. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
4 yards. Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Rattler wants to throw it. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
Rattler working out of the gun. Big yardage there on the scramble, and it gets him a 1st down.
They asked him to take charge and give it to a spot where they can at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust when he saw him downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
From the gun, here's Rattler. He completes it to Alano. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Blake Grupe now for the extra point. And And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Saints 7.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Smith and Jigba. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Darnold. It's taken in by Arroyo. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw, Darnold. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2nd down and a yard. Darnold to throw again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Darnold, he can beat you in a number of ways, and now the scramble for the first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
A final shot before the break, Darnold. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen
7-3 at
with our
halftime.
EA Sports halftime
The
report.
Seahawks used their timeout, their last
All
timeout,
right,
way
Brandon,
too early.
thanks much.
But
Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios
fault.
with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a
Alvin
tight one,
Kamara,
as
Teddy.
evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half.
Spencer
What will
Rattler,
happen in the
3
second
for
half?
5, and
Let's
Sam
find out as we send
Darnold,
it back to the stadium
8
and our
for
commentary
8.
team, Brandon Godden and Charles
Scott, we
Gaines.
thank you as always, and we'll see what
And
happens
I
in the second
will
half.
talk to
Both
you
teams try to
after the
find
game.
right
I believe the
formula
Seahawks
to
get
come
ball
out with the
first.
victory. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. A beautiful fake. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter.
This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Darnold now to throw. Smith and Jigba to the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. That ball caught by his rookie right out. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 69 yards. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just there, you know, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. So the opening drive in this third quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the second half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they did.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Rattler. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Off the play fake, it's Rattler. This is caught, it's Cooks. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, 64 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Grouping for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead. That could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Horton. They wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Play action. It's Darnold. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game. And there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Here's Darnold. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 48 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Darnold. They'll get this one to Cobb complete. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Darnold a sneak. And he'll be brought down in what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Off of play action, Darnold. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th-quarter lead. So they get the tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Well, now how about this return? And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. The New Orleans offense set to take over. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Looking to put a drive together. They'll go play action here with Rattler. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And the Saints, 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, that blitz had no problem finding its target, did it? Zone blitz. So the defensive linemen drop out instead of rushing the quarterback, and you replace him with linebackers or safeties. Throws off blocking assignments and throws off the reads of the quarterback. And that makes it difficult to complete a pass.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Rattler wants to throw it. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Following the penalty, it's going to go. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6 coming up. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He's back to throw. And he can't get the throw away. He's taken down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Darnold. He finds his man complete. That's Horton. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Seahawks. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from long, very long range. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time
Myers
expires.
gets the field goal to win the game. 20-17. 1 second left on the clock. Myers comes in and puts the pressure on his shoulders and drains it. I don't even know how far that field goal was.
And they were both hoping
Is
the
that a
other side would
60
make the
yarder?
big mistake first.
Here,
But today,
I'll go look at the
neither side
stats,
made
but
that mistake.
hey, their rookie,
And we
Horton,
got a
whatever,
very
he
entertaining
is
game
absolute
throughout.
speed.
So that'll do
Along
it
with,
for my partner, Charles Davis, and the
whoever
best
called
dark
that.
crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt.
It was
This has
pretty
been a
interesting.
presentation
One of
the
our
NFL
closer
on
games of the season so far.
Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from
Even though the
Seattle.
Saints ended up tying the game, 5 seconds was too much for the Seahawks. Spencer Rattler, 1 touchdown, 171 yards, 72.7 completion percentage. Sam Darnold, 2 touchdowns, 233 yards, and a 93.8 completion percentage. Let's check at the scoring summary. Quarter number 4. Jason Myers with a 58-yarder and a walk off the game. And that'll do it for our second week, our third week, second game. Seahawks get it done, 20-17. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.